Leave the tea I have for y'all today, TD Jack. The famous pastor is in some hot water after CNN leaked an audio recording of him allegedly incriminating himself in a scandal. This is huge. The streets are saying his whole career might be over now. In the leaked audio, TD Jakes is apparently heard saying some things that could land him in serious trouble. We don't know all the details yet, but it sounds juicy. This bombshell is about to shake up the whole Christian community. If this audio is legit, TD Jakes could be canceled for good. His reputation would be ruined, and he might even face legal consequences. I know you're dying to hear what he said, so keep watching because I'm about to spill all the tea on this scandalous situation. Shandil, happy to have you back on the platform, man. It's been a while, man. I haven't had you on a platform in a long time, man. Stop playing, man. I ain't never left, man. __. All I did was change clothes, so I want to get right into it, man. How you feel about these rumors surrounding, DDG and TDGS, man? What I think about it is this, when I grew up in the church, the sinners was not supposed to have the same atmosphere with the saints. You have to be able to separate the two, so I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin, drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she, but maybe he there to lay some hands on somebody, maybe he there to save some souls. I know he got a contract with Revolt, so I'm just like it. It's just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of a place with Diddy unless it's in a business atmosphere. So now what he's doing is he's making he making the Christians look real bad right about now. And you've been to these parties, right? Oh yeah. I was there when he was doing the white parties in the Hamptons and the whole 9 yard, so I know what goes on at the parties. If they probably got a little bit more freakier, as time went on, 'cause they got to the point. Whereas that they didn't even care. It used to be secretly, where people used to go to, separate rooms and different rooms. And they wasn't doing that out in the public, so but now they don't care. Men kissing men and all this other, that's just crazy. So why do you think he was going to these parties? I think that he's going to the Diddy parties, Bro, if he's going, well, we know. He's going to the Diddy parties, and I know what usually happens at the Diddy party, or what we told this happened at the Diddy parties. Maybe he need to see it for himself, man. Maybe he need to go there and really be involved in some things that could help, say, some individuals while they going to those parties, or maybe he just going to man. It's hard to even talk about. Why would you find a religious man, when you know that the saints supposed to separate theyself from the sinners? And why would a religious man like himself be at a party which ain't nothing but sin that's going on, bro? When it's drinking, maybe sting, maybe like I said, men on men, women on women. It's hard to, but before we get into all the juicy details, let's talk about who TD Jakes. Even as if you don't know, girl, where have you been? TD Jakes is only one of the most famous and influential pastors out there. He's got a huge following and has built a whole empire off his preaching. TD Jakes is the bishop of the Potter's House, a mega church in Dallas, with over 30,000 members. That's right, 30,000 people showing up to hear him preach every Sunday. He's also a best-selling author, with his book selling millions of copies worldwide. And if that wasn't enough, he's even got his own TV show and has produced movies too, to put in perspective. Unless he's involved in himself, what is actually going on at the parties? It's hard, brother, bro. You can't. I really don't know why, as a spiritual advisor to him, that they buddy why they where he got a party with him like that. And be at his parties has got to be, maybe it's something more that meets the eye. I don't know. I've had I've talked to preachers, and I've talked to the reverends and priests, but they ain't never came to a party with me or nothing like that. So it's hard to figure that one out, bro, without even saying what people might be thinking. But I heard that there's supposed to be some tapes or something that's coming out real soon. And I guess we'll all really know the truth, if anything's on those tapes, from your point of view, right? When you look at TD Jack, your point of view, your opinion, do you take him serious as a pastor? Do I take him serious? That's not my type of pastor. You got to look at a person household. And if your household is not in order, you understand how you going to help somebody else get their house in order. One of his sons got arrested, some years ago in Dallas, allegedly for being found in the park where a bunch of people that are homosexuals hang out and indulge in sexual activity. And I heard this two sons, which are not his biological sons. Both of them are from that LGBT community. Now, how you going to help me straighten out my house? And to me, your house ain't in order, not saying that something is wrong with them being and choosing that lifestyle. But something is wrong with them choosing that lifestyle, being in a household with a reverend. This man is a big deal in the Christian world. He's rubbed elbows with presidents and celebrities and has a net worth of $120 million. People look up to him as a spiritual leader and role model. He's known for his charismatic preaching style and motivational speaking, so for him to be caught up in a scandal like this is a huge shock. No one expected T.D. Jake, of all people, to be in this kind of mess. It's like finding out your past has a secret life as a stripper or something. The hypocrisy, if these allegations turn out to be true, it could totally destroy the empire T.D. Jakes has built. His whole reputation is on the line. Who's going to trust him now? If he's out here doing shady things behind closed doors, the streets are already talking and speculating about what could be on that audio. Whatever it is, it must be bad for CNN to leak it and for everyone to be saying his career is over. T.D. Jakes has some serious explaining to do. This scandal hits different because of who T.D. Jake is and what he represents. He's not just some random pastor, he's a global figure with a massive platform. So for him to potentially be involved in something scandalous, it's going to rock the whole Christian community. The tea is piping hot, and we're all waiting to see how this plays out. Speaking of tea, let's get into the specifics of what's on this alleged audio. Different, I said. Different. The Bible speaks plain. And that's Saul motoring church-going fracas. Go ahead, man ahead. You look just like the center. You act just like the center. That's right. And you think just like the center. That's right. That's right. That's why you find hanging out with Puff Daddy. Applause. Music. Music. Yeah, happy birthday, D. Music. Happy birthday to you. Happy. Applause. Music. Birthday. Find a Church of God in Christ, allowing Chris Tucker and others to do a comedy skit. That's right, somebody just gave me a beautiful gift backstage. Look at this chain. I just got it. Let me come down here and show you all this chain. Now you don't get broke during Christmas time. I told you what to get people, what they need. Don't get broke, cause I know you got bills and stuff. If you got bills, don't worry about bill collectors. Tell bill collectors like I tell them. I said, look, people owe me too. Okay, that's right, that's what you tell bill collectors. But somebody bought me this beautiful chain. I feel like a bishop up here. I look like a bishop. I feel like a broke bishop, cause it ain't gold. It's not a gold chain. I love people are so sweet. This gave me this out of nowhere. It don't match what I got on. Don't want to be different. That's right, why the churches are flying rainbow flags. Yeah, they don't want to be different. God is a God of no compromising. That's true. And if you compromise, you're just like the world. That's right, go ahead, teacher. Jesus said through John, love not the world. The world, don't love it, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in you. At a graduation, and they announce your son or your daughter, you ain't yelling from the balcony. I have to give you all the details on this scandalous audio leak. So apparently in the recording, Jakes is heard saying some things that could seriously damage his reputation and career. The streets are going wild trying to figure out exactly what he said. According to my sources, the audio has T.D. Jakes making some very controversial statements. I can't even repeat some of it on here. But let's just say it involves him allegedly admitting to some inappropriate behavior and relationships. If this is true, it could ruin everything. He's built like the world. I don't care how proud you are, I would tell a woman, have a meek and quiet spirit. That's right, she ain't yelling. Woo, that's my boy. Imagine God come with you that time, my lord trouble. Put a difference that you may put difference between holy eyeline shadow, yeah. I don't care how many great strings come in your mustache, don't dye it. That's right, imagine me dyeing my hair, that little landing strip dye, jet black pastor. Can you imagine a man afraid to be different? That's right, so busy worrying about how you look in the eyes of people. And when you talk to people like that, it hardly ever come out of their